Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. Last episode we started learning occlumency. We'll be going back to it later. Because we haven't learned the spell yet. Obviously, so there is a spell to be learned, but not until a little bit later. So, it's about time we learned a spell, right? Yeah, I think so. Even though we got access to our spell wheel earlier, we haven't learned any new spells yet. It's about time we learned a new spell, right? Alright. I don't know, I was probably checking something here. Let's go in. Yeah, we get to learn diffindo. This is a kind of a neat spell that we get to learn for this game. You cast diffindo on these red objects or walls like this, and when it's a wall, you get to trace out a part, and then you get to build the part that you traced out. There's also a gold brick in behind that. Yeah, it's kind of a cool concept, and they used diffindo later in later Lego video games for like cutting out gold objects in later Lego video games. So diffindo was kind of the precursor for using like gold like lasers on gold walls and stuff. Make sure to zap this vacuum cleaner a few times. Okay, so for tracing, make sure you're standing in the glowing circle, too. Very important. Little magic escalator here. Kind of a neat idea. There's one of these banners that we will have to unravel in a little bit here. This is the last item we need. So now we unlock diffindo. It's a fairly useful spell. We'll be using it a decent amount in this game. Kind of a neat new spell. There's one more banner that we gotta unravel here. You might see these Hogwarts crest, these Hogwarts shields up here. Make sure you knock these down. And then we're gonna go up there. Yeah, cleverly hidden student apparel. Trust me though, there's students apparel that are much harder to find in this game. That's what I say. They're not all easy. There's some tricky ones in this game. Okay. So, pretty much anytime you see like a plain red object, you can use diffindo on it. If it's the red and black, the glowing red and black objects, that's obviously dark magic. You'll know the difference. It's pretty obvious to tell. We could, or no, actually we can't access the library now. Never mind. We can't access the library just yet. Not until later. If you tried to come over here earlier, you may have noticed this red wall here. Well, now we can get through it. There are some other walls like this, and some red walls like this in the game that we're gonna need to use diffindo on. No, it was just for studs. Oh well. Some of the knights in this game are like that. They just give you studs. There's that. And now we're at the front courtyard. We can't get through there. That plant there needs water. We don't have access to any sort of water right now. Don't worry about it. And this is kind of the back area of the courtyard. You remember this? For years 1 to 4. Before we press on, there is this tree here that looks suspicious. Let's use our diffindo on that. Ooh, a red brick. Nice. Yep, as I alluded to earlier, collect ghost studs. Yes, it is back, and it is pretty useful in this game. Maybe not as useful as years 1 to 4, but still pretty useful. I would advise not going back to Diagon Alley though at this point, because it's a bit of a pain to get, or you know, we're not going to be going back to Diagon Alley for a while, for a little bit yet. Probably not until after year 5. It's kind of, if you're at Hogwarts, it's kind of a pain to get back to Hogwarts. Plus, we're going to be going to the next level here pretty quickly here, so don't worry too much about it. These move around blocks, there's not too many of these in this game, and most of them you can just kind of hack around. You don't have to actually fully build them. There's also, now we've access to our spell wheel, we can access some of the stuff that we couldn't do earlier. Here, another student. Yeah, like I said, I think there's like 50, 60 students in barrel in this game. There's a lot more than there was in years 1 to 4. Like I said, they just moved around a lot of the gold bricks. Gave more gold bricks to students in peril and other things. So there's the entrance to Hogsmeade. We can't go there right now. Don't worry, we'll be going there later in the story mode. This guy's gonna close this door on us, but we can get rid of it with our diffindo. Some of these items, it's not immediately obvious what they are, but once you actually build the item, then you can kind of see what they were going for. There's nothing more we can do in this area right now. So let's just hop aboard the train. And of course, the camera likes to tease us when we're leaving to show us that character up there. We couldn't have gotten it anyway. No creature. Okay. I have to kind of follow series. This is the next story level. We're kind of exploring a little bit of the number 12 remote place, the Black family house. And this mini Santa that was flying around wants the cake, so he's also holding the door key thing. Creature's gonna try to use this knight to guard the stairs, but this knight's not gonna do the best job because we can just zap it. Creature's kind of being a pain in the rear right now. Alright, this is Mrs. Black. If you try to walk in front of her, she will scream you away. So this is the first instance where we get to use the invisibility cloak. So put it on and walk right past the old lady. And just change the spell wheel to take it off. Pretty easy. You don't get to use the invisibility cloak a whole lot in this game, but there are a few points where you have to use it. This is one of them. Yes, we already got past, so we're one step ahead of the game as always. Yeah, I tried to get across that creature doesn't particularly like Ron or Hermione. It's made more obvious in the books and the movies why he doesn't. get to reassemble the Black Family Tree. You'll notice Sirius's character token is right there. We cannot get it. This game likes to tease sometimes. That's not, you know, that's not uncommon for these LEGO video games. They like to tease you, showing you stuff that, oh, if only you could. You're so close to getting it, but you can't get it. It's kind of annoying when these LEGO video games do that to you. When they tease you out of stuff that is there, but you can't get it. Excuse me. Yeah, Sirius can change to Padfoot here, just like he could, and Padfoot can dig, and he also has access to super strength, as denoted. Oh yeah, we're waving to this guy. There's some characters here that are familiar, like Narcissus and Malfoy, and also Bellatrix Lestrange. We'll worry about Bellatrix here in a little bit. There's more instances of ghost dancing in this game. Don't worry about that. Student apparel. As you've seen, Sirius has access to the Mel spell. Pretty much all adult characters have access to the Mel spell, so it's kind of nice that you're allowed to play some of these adult characters in these levels and use the Mel spell to get access to a few things. This basement is not required, but you might as well go down there if you have the chance to. Okay, so now just drag these to the appropriate colors. That's Mrs. Black. That is Sirius's dead brother Regulus. And that's Sirius. Oh, Bellatrix.
Huh?
The original Order of the Phoenix. And speaking of Bellatrix, oh dear. Looks like Voldemort has caused a mass breakout from Azkaban. That is not good. More studs. And the students' apparel. I get a couple of gold bricks for that. Okay, that will do. Until next time, this is Joko10 signing out.